And good evening, Savannah and the Coastal Empire, and welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, live right here on the Coach's Corner stage. That's right, 975-inch TVs behind me. We got Coach's Corner in front of me. I mean, I'm just having a lot of fun, and it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network, and I'll be here every Wednesday night following the OG of the Coach's Corner shows, Rubbin' and Grubbin'. That's right, they go on from 6 to 7, the Atlanta man, Brandon Bain, and the OG, Lawrence Bennett, and they do a great show. Go to YouTube right now. You can catch tonight's show right there. They had an up-and-coming young race car driver in Will Hare. You got to check it out. The kid's Savannah Christian. I corrected Brandon Bain. It's not the Red Raiders. Believe me, I got scolded for that because from the fans, they want to know that they're the Savannah Christian Raiders. Okay, but anyway, great show. Go to YouTube, Rubbin' and Grubbin', subscribe to it. Part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We have 3 live shows. Of course, me following those guys, okay? And then once a year at the Masters, we have the 19th hole with the Herb brothers. They send up the John Henderson cabin over here, and it's unbelievable. Brent and Sean Herb, 5 straight days talking everything the Masters. It's pretty exciting. You got to check it out. So once again, glad you could join me. And we do have one podcast that hopefully I can put together before opening day. Opening day. Major League Baseball played baseball today in Korea, in Seoul, Korea. The Los Angeles Dodgers against the San Diego Padres. They're playing 2 games that are going to count in the series. Then they're going to come back to the United States, and they're going to play spring. Don't get me wrong. But anyway, opening day is next week for the Braves. So hopefully I'll have a show on for Who's on First Base with my good buddy, the baseball fanatic Kyle Lawson, for their 7th year in a row. So we'll get started with that. So like I said, on Wednesday nights, or the new format, there are 4 quarters. The first quarter is talk about what's going on locally, sports, nationally. Quarter number 2, we have the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes of the Week. That's right, we have 3 tonight. 3 young men from Memorial Day School who just committed to play at the next level. I don't care whether you think it's a national letter of intent or they committed, because certain levels of college football, you commit. You don't have a national letter of intent. But you know what? These 3 young guys work their butt off to get to play on a college football team, whether it's D3, D2, D1, junior college. So I'm really excited about having these 3 guys on. All right, we're going to talk to Tyler Kindle, Joe Barnes, and Craig Harris from Memorial Day School. That'll be about 7:15. Hopefully they all can connect on. And then stay tuned, because about 7:35, we got the OG. Okay, the OG of the coaches in Savannah Chatham County basketball. Well, now he's retired now, but we know Tim Jordan's got the OG. I got the OG. He's the OG. We're the old guys that love talking Savannah hoops. He's going to talk about his Savannah hoop shootout way back there in November. We're going to talk about, hey, what an unbelievable basketball season. I think it was 6 teams making it into the quarterfinals and 4 teams going to the semifinals. And of course, this Saturday, okay. We got the Coastal Buccaneers hosting the senior showcase at Savannah State. He's got all the information. He knows what he's talking about. I'll post it on the website tomorrow or Friday. You can find out how to get tickets, but we got the best playing the best this Saturday, and no other better way than talk to the man that knows everything about high school basketball in Savannah, Utaff Gordan. Miss him on the sidelines, especially when he's trying to screen his players. You know, you got to check out that video too. But he'll be on about 7:35, 7:40, and then I'll close it out. But I'm excited about it. Of course, the last quarter is just wrapping everything up. So quickly, I got to be out here about 7:10 or 7:11. So when these 3 young guys come on, we can get them on right away and shoot their questions and find out why the 3 Memorial Day School football players chose the schools they played and how their experience was at Memorial Day School. So I'm excited about it. So let's start with high school sports, okay? Of course, I love doing rankings. I know rankings are just on paper, but you know what? It tells the kids they're doing something special. And a sport that doesn't get much recognition, believe it or not, is lacrosse here in Savannah, Georgia. It's growing fast, all right? We do have a team ranked in the Class A to 4A division, and that's Benedictine, okay? They're ranked number 9, okay? Then we go to soccer. Okay, this is all coming from the Atlantic Journal-Constitution, the biggest newspaper in the state. That dues. You got that, coach? I got to go back to my English teacher, Miss Friedlander. She'll correct me. Okay. Okay, I got to go back to the soccer. AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, is the only big organization that ranks teams Soccer in 4A, BC is ranked 10th in the boys. Okay, 3A, Savannah Country Day is still ranked number 1. They haven't lost. They're just doing a great job over there with the Hornets. That's boys, ranked number 1 in 3A. In girls, Savannah Country Day girls are 3 in 3A. And in 2A, the Savannah Arts Academy is number 5. Baseball in 4A, Benedictine ranked number 8. In 3A, we have 2 teams. Calvary Day School jumped Savannah Christian this week. Last week, Savannah Christian was 4. Calvary was 5. Now we switched it. Calvary's 4, Savannah Christian's 5. So, and they're in full swing. Check out the prepsportsreport.com. I put all these standings on the web so you can see who's in first place in region play. Region play started last week. It's hot and heavy. We got week number 2 going on right now, so check it out. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week, but basketball, Sandy Creek beats Johnson in the state championship, a heartbreaker. Chucky Campbell, I don't know if you know these, but Chucky Campbell is from New York. Coach DeMasi is from New York. And my guest later on is from New York. We're all New Yorkers that infiltrated Savannah and know a little bit about basketball. But you know what? That's what happens when you come from New York. Basketball is pretty special up there. So, but, you know, a 74-49 win for Sandy Creek, back-to-back championships. But I'm telling you right now, Chucky Campbell had those Adam Smashers playing with Adam Smasher pride that Utaff Gordan instilled in that program when he took it over way back when. I think it was 2002. Maybe it was 2005, but it seemed like he was there forever. He'll give us the lowdown on that. But great representation of Savannah basketball, specifically in boys 4A. New Hampstead finished number 7, ranked number 7, a 23-6 record. BC finished 8 with a 17-8 record. Dr. Frank Williams, Dougie as we know him and Utaff Gordan coached on the great legend himself, Tim Jordan's staff. So, you know, everybody knows everybody. So, then in A, Division A, D1, Savannah High, 22-9, lost their best player before the quarterfinals or semifinals. Heartbreaker over there for Coach George Brown, took over for Tim Jordan. Woodville Tompkins finished 8th at 22-5. Girls, the only girls team was the Redskins. Mario Mincy, which Coach Gordan knows, he's been there forever. Okay, they finished ranked 8th in AD1 with a 26-4 record. So high school basketball was pretty special, and I'll get into a little more detail with Coach Gordan when he comes on about 7:35, 7:40. I still follow the local kids. How can you not follow Brian Harmon? I mean, the kid was an unbelievable golfer at Savannah Christian, unbelievable golfer at Georgia. Okay, at the Players Championship, he had his chances. He's had his chances to tie to go to a playoff with Scotty Scheffler, the number 1 golfer in the world. He parred, but you know he needed birdies to get to that spot. But I was glued to the TV for 4 straight days. The first round of 72 was kind of tough. Then he comes back and shoots a 64 and a 67 and a 69. It was great watching Brian Harmon all over again. It's like he's still back here playing golf in Savannah, Georgia. All right. Don't forget, I said Atlanta Braves open up next Thursday against the Philadelphia Phillies in the city of brotherly love. That's Philadelphia. So Mr. Strider is going to – Spencer Strider is getting the call as the opening day pitcher. Like I said, Major League Baseball started this morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? The Padres and the Dodgers in Seoul, Korea. They'll play again tomorrow. The Dodgers won 5-2. They were losing 2-1 going in the 8th inning. A couple errors by the Padres. Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. What can I tell you? Okay, so Major League Baseball has begun, but really, is it really opening day? I mean, yeah, they play 162 games, but I remember as a kid, that first game, opening day, the Red Sox, not the Red Sox, the Cincinnati Reds, was always an opening day team, but it's just different now. So the Padres and the Dodgers are going to come back, and they're going to do more spring training games. I know, simply unbelievable. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay, then, a good friend of mine checking in from New York, Coach Gordan, Frank Scaraccio. Okay, my good friend Frank, good boyhood friend. We grew up together on East Boulevard, off of East Boulevard in East Rockaway, New York, in Bay Park. I'm glad he's tuning in. What's up, Frank? What's up, Scratch, as we called him, okay? Played high school football together. We did a lot of things together, so I'm glad you could tune in. It's still Karl DeMasi up there in New York. I know that. But down here, they call me Karl DeMasi. I'm not fighting with anybody anymore, okay? I had to live with Karl with a K my whole life, and who better knows that than you, Frank? But thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So if you got a comment, put a comment in the comment box, and I'd love to talk to you. All right, I got about a minute to go. All right, so baseball started. Savannah Ghost Pirates, they're 24-31. 13th place. I don't think we'll have a playoff team this year again. Tonight they're in Florida, and Jacksonville playing the Florida Everblades. Savannah Bananas, 10-6. They just got done in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at the Alex Box Stadium of the LSU Tigers. Okay, great. Okay, this weekend they'll be up in Gwinnett County at the Coolray Field, home of the Gwinnett Stripers, the AAA team of the Atlanta Braves. Check it out. The 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Then they come home April 4th to 6th back here in Savannah. So check that out. Savannah Falcons, the only semi-pro football team in the area. They opened up last week on St. Patty's night at Memorial Stadium. They beat the Macon Rampage 14-6. Way to open it up there, Coach Eddie Morgan. Great job. This weekend, they'll be on the road to take on the Jacksonville, Florida. They go to Jacksonville to take on the Florida Bold City Bravehearts. Florida's Bold City Bravehearts. That's the nickname of that team. All right. Quarter number 1 in the book. Coming up next, I hope we'll have these 3 young men to hook in here. We're going to be talking with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes of the Week. That's right. 3 young men who just committed to play college football at the next level. Tyler Kindle, Joseph Barnes, and Craig Harris. Stay tuned. You'll watch the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, and I'll find out where these guys are. So you might see the commercial run twice. It's a 3.5-minute commercial. Got to thank the people, of course, who sponsor this. And once again, the big one is Coach's Corner. Thank you, John Henderson. Appreciate it. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here, live at Coach's Corner, because it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. That's right. I'm the coach, Karl DeMasi. I've been doing this for a long time. Went from Saturday nights to Wednesday nights, jumping back and forth Wednesdays and Thursdays, but Wednesday night's probably going to be the permanent night for me now to do my show because, getting up there in the years, I'm the old guy. The wife wants to go do things on the weekends. I'm going to hopefully retire pretty soon. So got to have the weekends open to do stuff with the family. So it'll be Wednesday nights as of right now. I'll be following Rubbin' Grubbin', the OG show here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, and I'm glad to be here. I don't mind following the Atlanta man, Brandon Bain, talking everything NASCAR. He's rubbing about car races, and he's grubbing food. His food looks really good over there. He didn't take it with him inside. I mean, a little, patty melt on a marble bread, and, it looks really good, but I'm not going to touch it. But anyway, I'm glad you could join me because this is why I did the show or started the Prep Sports Report way back in 2000. Check out the prepsportsreport.com. It's to highlight the kids, give them a little more exposure. And these three young men have been part of the Memorial Day football program for 4 years. They've been there in the ups and downs. They had a great season last year. They had a good run. And they both, and all three of them, the trio, committed to go play at the next level last week over there at Memorial Day School. So last Thursday, all right, teammates, they all signed the commitment letters to play at the next level. Two will go together. The quarterback, Tyler Kindle, and offensive lineman Joseph Barnes will go to the Division III program, North Carolina Wesleyan. At the same time, linebacker, wide receiver Craig Harris will attend St. Andrews University, also Division III program, also in North Carolina. So I'm really excited. I mean, Kindle, he had an unbelievable season, throwing for almost 2,000 yards, 14 touchdowns. And, from what I read from Dennis Knight and the other reports, North Carolina Wesleyan was a perfect fit. And he brings his offensive line with him, who's been protecting them for I don't know how long. We got Joseph Barnes coming in at 6'3", 295 pounds, ideal size for an offensive lineman. He's been protecting Kindle, so they're going to play together at North Carolina Wesleyan. And Craig Harris, key player on offense and defense for the Matadors. Linebacker, led the team in tackles, 61 tackles, 48, which were solo. Wide receiver, led the team in receiving. So just a great story. And you know what? Credit to Jaha Taylor, who is no longer going to be coaching there, molding these young men over the last 2 years to get where they want to go. So joining me on the Coach's Corner hot seat are the three amigos from the Matadors. We got Tyler Kindle, the quarterback. We got Joseph Barnes, the O-line, D-lineman. And, of course, Craig Harris, the linebacker and wide receiver from Memorial Day School. This week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes of the Week right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good. What's up, Coach? How are you?
I'm doing great. Okay, I got to get the frame where I can get all of you in there. So if you're looking at it now, tell me if I'm right. So to the left is Craig, right? Craig Harris. Okay. In the middle is Tyler Kindle.
Yes, sir.
The quarterback's always got to be in the middle. And on getting his blind side on his left, of course, is Joseph Barnes. Well, yes, guys, sir. Great job. Congratulations getting to play at the next level. Something special. And coming from Memorial Day School, there have been some great players that have come from there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We have a history.
Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, yeah. Growing up watching people like Winston Wright come through, it just feels nice to be part of the heritage of Memorial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, believe me, I watched Winston Wright. I was lucky enough to present him with the Finnecar Award as one of the best football player in Chatham County his senior year. So, but you know what? The program has a storied program. Michael Thompson, alumni, comes back and he wins. He has a ring for every finger. It's just something special over there. And I know Coach Sussman doesn't let guys forget that.
No. He tells me about it every morning when I bring him his coffee.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but, he's been Memorial Day School for the longest time, and you're not going to find a guy that bleeds red and blue more than that guy. So another New Yorker that got lost somewhere down here. So, but anyway, we'll start with the quarterback like we always do. Kendall, great job. You were selected All-State, impressive numbers, 1,918 yards, 14 touchdowns. So what do you think contributed to your success playing center over there at Memorial Day School?
Well, first I want to thank God and the people who supported me along the way. And in the season, I mean, it was tough. We had a great staff, and I'm surrounded by guys who can block me on the line and catch the ball on the receiving end. So it made my job pretty easy.
Nice. And of course, the guy in front of you was protecting your back. Okay, Joseph. I mean, you were instrumental on that offensive line. How do you think your time at Memorial Day School has readied you for this next challenge to get to that next level?
I would say the small numbers that we have at Memorial on the team, I get a lot more reps, so I'm more well-conditioned. I get a better grasp of different protections, slide protections, inside, outside zone. So I'd say the small numbers. Okay,
and you didn't get a chance to break, so I know I didn't put this in the questions. I got to ask you this. What do you like better, offensive line or defensive line?
Offensive line all day, every day.
Wow. You rather block than bring the smack, eh?
Yes, sir. I don't necessarily like playing D-line. O-line was just something that felt more natural to me coming into playing football. But D-line, I like the aspect of playing D-line because it helps me get a better mental grasp of what a D-lineman, what move he might pull in the situation.
I know you got to deal with the bull rush, the swim move, spin. There's so many different things that they do. So they try to cross you over. But, I'm an O-line at heart too. I got a little chance to play linebacker, but I'd rather be there blocking with somebody. I got to tell you this, Tyler. I envy you because in middle school, I was a quarterback. But when I got to high school, I didn't have the wheels. So they stuck me on the offensive line because I could snap, long snap. I wound up being the center for 4 years. So, I mean, us hogs like being in those stretches. So, all right. So now we go to the outside guy, wide receiver. And then he also played linebacker, Craig Harris. Now, you're going to go there. Have they told you what they see you playing and how are you going to adapt to playing either side of the ball when you just, you're not going to have to go both ways anymore?
Well, I really told them, put me whatever. I want to play whatever position.
Whatever gets you on the field, right?
Yes, sir. Whatever get me on the field.
So, like I asked Joe, what did you like better, offense or defense?
Offense.
Why offense?
I like to catch the ball. I like to track people sometimes.
So, I mean, you led the team in 48 solo assists. You were bringing the smack. You'd rather run over people than bringing the smack, I guess, eh?
Yeah, but thinking as a linebacker, it kind of helps us think. You feel me? It helps me think like what he thinks. So I like playing linebacker too, but offense is my thing. That's my heart right there.
Just like Joe said, he played defensive line. He learned what the defensive line had to do and what the offense would do. How about you playing linebacker? Did that help you see alleys or seams differently at the wide receiver position now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll go back to Mr. Barnes now. Now, you've been around Coach Jaha Taylor. I remember you guys coming to the Optimal Orthopedics Prep Sports Sport Football Media Day. What aspects of this coaching staff has impacted you, and how is it going to help you at the next level?
Coach Jaha, since day one, when he came in and did a workout, he's like, you're going to be lifting with me, seeing my size. And then, learning his background and his story, makes me want to strive to, be a little better than him, but it might not happen. But, it's a good little friendly competition there. And then, Coach Stewart, our D-line coach, he was really good for the past 2 years. And Coach Donald Bullock, a former grad of Memorial, actually coming in this year, he was really, really good at teaching me new ways and techniques.
Nice. From what I heard, Jaha Taylor played every position at Savannah State and drove the team to the games. He was the bus driver, too. Did he tell you that story, too?
That's the rumor on the street, yeah.
So, all right, Tyler, North Carolina Wesleyan, you said that it felt like a perfect fit. How do you think you're going to be playing in that style and that system? And why is it a perfect fit?
Well, a lot of schools that were interested in me were had most of dual threat quarterbacks, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't got that kind of wheels on me, but I can throw pretty well, and you can teach anything physical, but you can't teach anything mental. It's just natural. So they run a really pro style offense. Pretty good line, good run game. and very good pass game. So yeah, I'm excited to get up there and hit the ground running.
Now, Craig, you chose St. Andrews. Okay, what led you to choose St. Andrews, and what role do you envision yourself playing on this team?
Well, St. Andrews, the coaches, I was comfortable talking to them. I like being too big, small. I could focus on my grades, academic wise, you feel me? And not too big. It's not too big for me. I just want to stay in a small place. I can focus on myself and my academic wise and football wise too. So yeah.
Small environment. Yeah, I can understand that. And keep it consistent. Okay. And we might as well go to you, Joe. You're going to be going to North Carolina Wesleyan with Tyler. Okay. What are you most excited about as you gear up for this chapter in your next part of your football career?
I'm just excited to see where God takes me with it because, it's really him that brought me here and his opportunity. But I'm also excited I get to go with TK. I've been playing with him for 4 years. So at the same time, it's like, oh, man, I got to deal with this kid for 4 more years. But, then again, it's like I get to be with the guy I love, and I know I get to protect him. So I'm real excited.
Has he given you anything for protecting him? We read about all these pro quarterbacks they buy.
He took me on a couple of fishing trips and a little bit of out to dinner once or twice, but nothing too crazy.
I hear you.
I take care of him. I take care of him.
So, all right, Tyler. So, tell us about, I guess, any standout games or any memorable situations that happened at Memorial Day School that influenced your decision to try and play at the next level, or as you are now, getting to the next level?
Well, I'd say no matter what happened in my high school career, I always want to play college football. That was it's been a dream of mine. But it's step one. I mean, there's levels to what I want to do in my life. And this is just step one. But some moments from Memorial, we beat John Paul this last year, and the year before they beat us pretty badly. And in the first quarter, we were down 14-0. And we 28 unanswered points, 14 within 3 minutes before the half. Just leading our team back when some of the morale was down. Really felt good. 18 for 23, I think, for 321 yards.
Nice.
Yeah, felt pretty good. Yeah.
Mr. Harris have anything to do with that?
Oh yeah, he was the first score. It was like a 60-yard touchdown.
He stiff armed some kid.
He
buried him.
He trucked some kid.
There you go. And Craig, so tell us about your most memorable moment at Memorial Day School that showcased your skills, whether it be your linebacker skills or your wide receiver skills.
Every game was a special moment.
Every game was a special moment. Great answer. It's something you're never going to forget, eh?
Yes, sir.
So I asked Joe about Coach Taylor. Tell us what your thoughts about Coach Taylor.
I appreciate Coach Taylor even telling me about come. He'll work with us. We got good quarterback, old line. Well, I wanted to just try. I wanted to do see a new journey. I appreciate Coach Jaw and the guys for meeting them and just riding together in the games. I appreciate that.
I got you. If you just tuned in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I'll be here every Wednesday night from here on out, following Rubbin' and Grubbin', Coach's Corner Sports Network NASCAR show with Atlanta man Brandon Bain and the OG, the producer Lawrence Bennett. Check it out on YouTube. Subscribe to it. You'll love it. Okay. So let's go to Tyler. Looking back on your career, your journey at Memorial Day School, what advice would you offer to athletes aiming to play at a college level, which you're going to get a chance at right now?
Really, honestly, I would just say don't listen to the no's and just honestly manifest everything. Really, if you see it in your mind, you can make it happen no matter what. Don't listen to anybody else except the people you're close with, your coaches, your teammates. Have an open mind and just work really hard. Don't worry about the end result.
And Joe, how does it feel now that you dream playing college football? I heard you're a big Bulldog fan, but now you're playing for North Carolina Wesleyan. How does it feel that you're going to reach that dream?
Yeah, growing up watching Georgia football, I always had that dream of playing at the collegiate level. And really growing up learning about the process of getting recruited and all that, it's really just a blessing from God to be able to have the chance to play football at the next level. And it really is a dream come true. It's something that me and my brother had dreamed about. And You know, he tells me if I start acting up, he's going to drive up there and whip my rear. But you know, it's just a dream come true.
No matter where you're going to be, there's always going to be someone looking after you. That's for sure. Now, Craig, I mean, what valuable lessons did you take away from Memorial Day School athletically and academically?
Academically, well, play hard, win hard.
Play hard and win hard, whether it's in the classroom or not, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, last question for whoever wants to ask this. Tell us about your experience at Memorial Day School as a student athlete and how much the faculty has meant to you guys.
Let me answer this one.
Either one.
I mean, I can answer. Really, the staff is super supportive of the football team. You know, it really is a family around here. You know, everybody cares. You know, academically, we have some really good teachers. Our English teacher is a very good English teacher. You know, she assigns us essays every week. But
let's talk about my mama.
but we love her. We have some good teachers around here.
That's good. I'm glad all three of you enjoyed it. Well, I got someone that's peeking in, and you guys, I love this guy. I'll always love this guy, but doing a great job, Coach. Thank you again for recognizing all the young athletes, Savannah. We appreciate you. I know Mark Sussman, I appreciate you, and I know these three guys do too. But guys, great job. You're making everybody proud. You're going to the next level. Make the SAV to Seaport, the 912. Get that news about you. And once again, the reason why you're this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes of the Week. Great job. Keep it up. And I don't know, St. Andrews, what's their nickname now, Craig? What is St. Andrews University? What's their nickname? The football team's nickname?
Oh, we're the Knights.
You're the Knights? How about North Carolina Wesleyan?
Bishops.
Hey, bishops take after bishops. That's our quote. That's our saying. The battling bishops.
Battling bishops.
You guys can play this game. One's a knight, one's a bishop. I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to say it one more time for you. As always, guys, you did a great job. Go Matadors.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Good job, guys.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You can see those three guys are tight. They had a lot of fun over there at Memorial Day School. I know personally of working with Jaha Taylor. I can see him getting those kids to be close-knit and doing a great job. And they're a product of what Memorial Day School has done with that football program and the basketball program over the years. And if you want the history, just talk to Mark Sussman. But it's just a great job. And it's something special to see these guys from Savannah, Georgia, going on to the next level, whatever level it may be. They deserved it. They earned it. So on that note, we're going to talk to another old guy that's been around the block on the hardwood for a long time. He ran the Savannah Hoops Shootout this year. He followed the basketball very closely. He has his own little website now, and he's got a lot of social media things that he's doing. He's enjoying his retirement. But once again, we're going to talk to the legendary South C. Johnson Adam Smash. We can go to Windsor Forest Knights, or we can go, I don't know. He's got so many jobs like I have, but not because we had to leave, because we chose to go to the next school. But he does a great job. Can't wait to talk to him. 3.5 minutes. We'll be back talking Savannah area hoop basketball with the man himself, Utaff Gordan. Stay tuned. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. 3.5 minutes, Coach. I tell you, just 3.5 minutes. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day. At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands: Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, on the Coach's Corner Soundguard stage. I'm not going to sing for you. In front of the 975-inch screen TVs, which is something super when they have games going on here. You got to check it out. We got NASCAR going on Sunday. We got baseball starting up. If you know anything about Coach's Corner, John Henderson, Coach's Corner is your brave source for the baseball season, okay? And the TP will be on again. We're in the running. Coach's Corner is in the running for being the best, one of the best Brave sports bar in the state. Hopefully it pans out. They had a big vote on it last week, so we'll see what happens. All right, but I had to get the Sky Gun on because it seems like every time I turn around, there's something happening here in Savannah, Georgia with basketball. You know, the basketball season's over. We got a big event on Saturday. He's working with a semi-pro basketball team now. I mean, so, you know, he's been here. Like I said, he has taught. He started out in 1985 at Orangeburg Wilkinson High School. Came to Savannah, Chatham County in 1988. Coached at Beach, or went to Beach in 1989. Coached at Windsor Forest, taught at Windsor Forest 1995. Okay, came back in 2009, came back and started teaching again in Savannah, Chatham County Public School. And of course, from 2012 to 2020, I mean, the man was a legend over there at South Sea Johnson High School. I did get to beat him once, but I ain't going to tell you about the other times he played us. So once again, it's always a lot of fun. Getting a fellow New Yorker, but he's really a Savannian in heart, true to heart, like I am. Joining me on the Coach's Corner hot seat, no other than Coach Utaff Gordan. What's up, Coach?
It's them Knicks right now.
You got it, babe. You got it. But, you know, you're talking about the Knicks, but we're talking about you and I. Clyde the Glide Frazier, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Bill Bradley, Dick the Busher, Willis Reed, Barnett, Dick Bart. I mean, those were the teams. Those were the teams.
Dave Stallworth, Mike Reardon. Hey, and Cassie Russell.
Cassie Russell, yeah, rookie of the year, right?
Yeah, in '69 came out of Michigan.
Right, came out of Michigan. Yeah, so yeah, we could talk a lot about Red Holtzman, a guy that was a great coach. So we can talk, but that's when pro basketball played basketball, where you can play man-to-man defense, you can play a zone defense. Now you got to stick with whoever can score the most points, and if you can stop man-to-man. So it's kind of tough for me to watch it. Playoff time, though, I'm watching the Knicks. That's all I know.
Well, I'm a KD fan also, so I'm hoping that my ideal finals will be the Knicks and the Suns, even though I have a large number of people that would disagree.
The Suns down there this year a little down, but they're still in the thick of things. They still got a chance in that play-in game, so we'll see what happens to that. But you know what? You've been around basketball in this city longer than I have. You've seen what goes on. We know that football is king in the state of Georgia, but in the Seaport, basketball is king.
We like to consider it as such here in Savannah, and so that's where we go with those statements that the Seaport is a basketball town.
And if you've been following basketball this year, it started out with they brought back the preseason tournament. It used to be at the Civic Center. Now it's at the Enmark Arena. You brought back the Savannah Hoops Shootout. I mean, give us your final thoughts and opinions about how that went and what it meant to the city that we had a top-notch high school and college basketball team here back in Savannah.
Well, I mean, it was an interesting process for me because that was the first time I was that involved with putting on an event, especially an event that would be at an arena such as the End Market facility. So that was an experience. But in the final analysis, the cooperation that I received from these 5 pillars, the cops, the community, the Seaport, the coaches, and the clergy, that cooperation that I received allowed for us to conduct that event. And then I had a top flight assistant working on coordinate. That's Coach Jennifer Goodman, who's actually a coach at Savannah High. So she was integral in what transpired. But then when I was able to just approach the coaches and all of them said, yeah, let's do this. We got to make this happen for the city. And the cooperation that I received from all entities involved, it was an amazing experience. And quiet as is kept, I've already been approached by a number of schools for next year. So, the party don't stop.
Well, you had 6 of the top area high schools participating in this inaugural event. What went into choosing them, or was it that close friends? How did you get those 6 top teams to play?
Yeah, that's an interesting story. Actually, what I did that first year, spending time around the varying programs, and then Summer League afforded me an opportunity to determine which teams would have the greatest potential going forward, even though Summer League is not always a true indicator.
No, it's not.
So, that was how we derived the teams. Initially, it was supposed to be 4 teams, but we had to expand it to 6 because 2 of the teams that were selected had football teams that are high quality here in Savannah. So that meant that one night, those 2 teams couldn't play, so we had to substitute 2 additional teams. But all of the teams that we selected, we did a decent job in that process. My only thing this year is that I'm going to probably make a lot of enemies by not selecting some folks. But, I mean, that just comes with the territory. So,
and I know we've been doing this for a long time. We can't please everybody. We can't please kids. We can't please parents. We can't please the fans. We're always in the hot seat. And I know to this day, and I know you were just like me, we never heard what the Nunyons were saying behind us because we were too focused on what was going ahead of us. So it's the same principle, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can feel the fans saying stuff with the hair on your neck, but that comes with the territory. And if you don't have thick skin, then I wouldn't recommend you getting into the coaching profession because you're going to have those moments where you get ripped. And I always tell people it's a short distance from a pat on the back and a kick in the behind. So
you got that right.
goes.
So, hey, but you also, I mean, which I loved, you added a 3-point contest, you added a slam dunk contest. You know, these events added so much to it. Are you going to try anything new next year?
Well, what we're going to do, I just feel like we're going to have better contestants, and that everything that in our debriefing we didn't get right this first year for the Savannah Hoops Shootout, we're going to correct all of that for next year. So, we're looking forward to it.
All right, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network at Coach's Corner. Of course, I moved my show from Saturdays to Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights are definitely going to be the night that I'm going to be doing this. Next week, I got to do Thursday because I still got to go coach on Wednesday. So there have been some obstacles to get over, but I'll be back every Wednesday night after that. And I'm talking to the coordinator of the Savannah Hoops Shootout, but really a guy that has so much interest in what's going on here in Savannah basketball and the Savannah kids, too. It's not just about the basketball. So
Absolutely.
Reflecting on this season, and I know you followed it very closely. You follow it every year closely. You sit there in the first row with your legs crossed with your nice wooden stick in your mouth. So, I mean, New Hampstead, BC, Savannah High School, Woodville Tompkins, Johnson. I mean, they all made great runs in the playoffs. So let's reflect on that. What stood out most for you to this season about Savannah High School area basketball?
The coaching. Bottom line. Hey, look, man, these guys, look, Tim and I, we out of it. But basketball in Savannah is in good hands with these young guys. Now, I know they have their ways and they're a little quirky about certain things. And, hey, look, I excuse it. If somebody don't want to deal with me, hey, look, all right, don't worry, I'm out your way. But the coaches are the most salient piece to what's happening good with Savannah basketball. We're going to get kids. We're going to lose kids. The only thing that, I have problems with are the archaic rules that still exist with GHSA. When you're in a whole new century, but you're still dealing with 19th century rules. Hey, look, I'm one of these type of individuals where wherever a kid wants to go to play, let them go play. Especially if it's a place where they're not being served academically in one institution and can be best served somewhere else. Now you're going to deny that kid an opportunity to participate in the sport that they love because their parents felt like they weren't academically served in one institution and decided to move them. So you're going to penalize a kid? Hey, y'all old folks, y'all need to leave GHSA and let some new blood get in there.
I'm only going to say,
but I'm up to it.
I'm only going to say one kid can get eligible after leaving another school right away, but another kid going to another school can't. Doesn't make any sense to me either, Utaff. Doesn't make any sense. So, hey, but I got to ask you a question, okay? And you talked about the coaching. How about that job that Mel Abrams does over there at St. Andrews with those kids?
And that's my man. That's my man. And I'm going to tell you something. He took a program that I didn't even know where St. Andrews was at. All right. That's right. How some of us are in the hierarchy of basketball. Certain places we just don't, if they're bottom feeders, we don't touch them. But Coach Mel Abrams took that program and made it into something substantial. And it's not like he got All-American 5-star athlete. It's the coaching.
Oh, it is.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
But, you got to.
Chuck did a lot of something with a little.
Yes.
Yeah, he had. Let me tell you, I love each and every one of them boys because them boys, like I used to say, you can't play for me if you ain't willing to leave a tooth in the floor.
I got you about that.
Them boys leave a tooth in the floor for Chuck. They'll run through a wall for Chuck. So, it's the coaching.
Well, you got a little blue and orange blood in you. And you also got a relationship with, of course, we call him Dougie, Dr. Frank Williams. I mean, but these guys have impacted the basketball right now so much that, even Kevin Evans over at Groves. I mean, George Brown at right. I mean, they're just stepping into something. And, then you have Coach Pretty coming in to Woodville Tompkins and making those kids. It was just a lot of fun to watch. So, all right. So I got a question for you from a fan who's watching here. People can make comments. So this one, he's my number one fan, Dennis Kessler. What do you think about the NIL? So you're a real good guy and great friend. He watches my show all the time, but he wants to know what your thoughts are about the name, image, likeness rule, and will it affect high school basketball?
Hey, look, I'm all for making your money the way you can. If these other entities are profiting off of your name, image, and likeness, you can't get a slice of that pie. I'm all for a name, image, and likeness. And I wish I had something substantial that I could put out there, because you would see NIL all over me.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's my feelings. Hey, look, I can remember going to college in 73. It was so tough that late in the night, I ate a banana and bread sandwich. It put me in the emergency room. That's why I don't eat bananas to this day. But it put me in the emergency room. But that's just saying, athletes at those days, we didn't have any money. We had to depend on work study or everything that was accessible to us via our coaches. And then they had to be careful because they didn't want to be in violation of NCAA compliance. So, pay them kids now. If you're going to pay to watch them play, you pay them for their name, their image, and their likeness.
Well, I got a question from the OG, the producer of the Coach's Corner Sports Networks, Lawrence Bennett. He wants everybody to know about your book, The Rebound. It was awesome and inspirational. And he said, thank you for doing that. So talk about your book. Let people know what it's about, and they can get it on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it chronicled my struggles. It chronicled my struggles with having an addictive behavior and my mental health issues associated with it. And so, it afforded me an opportunity when I was in rehab to sit down and reflect on everything that was going on with me. So I did that. And as a result, a book came of it. But, I'm one of them individuals where I sit back and say, darn, boy, I sure would like to do that one day. Writing a book was one. Giving a graduation speech was another. Winning a state championship was another. Doing the videos, I've done enough. So, the book was another thing that I guess I could add to my treasure chest or my toolbox.
And people don't know this, I'm going to say it right here. Thank you for your service, because you spent 5 years in the Navy from 77 to 82.
Yeah,
People don't know that either.
Let me tell you something. You see these glasses right here?
Yep.
I became a master optician in the Navy. So I make glasses. Well, I can't do it with these bad hands now, but I can tell you everything you need to know about a pair of glasses. Yeah, I'm a master optician also.
Yeah, your bare hands, too many balls hitting your fingers, right?
So I've got a lot. And I'm proud of all of it. And all my kids and grandkids.
Oh, well, I know you got a bunch of those too. So the main reason was we're not done with basketball yet. We got a big senior showcase coming up on Saturday, March 23rd, this Saturday at Tiger Arena. You got the senior all-star game. We got the girls at 2:30, the boys at 4:30. Then you can tell everybody about the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers versus the Rocket City fight. So it sounds like you got your hands in a lot right there, because you're promoting this big time.
Well, the high school senior all-star showcase is designed to give the kids who may have been unsigned but still have aspirations to play another chance, another look. We've invited some coaches to attend. I didn't RSVP, but hey, look, if you need some players, this is the place to be Saturday. All right, that's that piece. The next piece is an African American owned sports business being in this city. That's the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers. They are a professional basketball program. All right, you got the NBA, you got the G League, you have the TBL, and the TBL is that league that the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers play in. You don't have to worry about getting paid. You don't have no, that's semi-pro. No, professionals, they're gonna get their pay. They're gonna perform their service. They have a schedule. If you go to CG Bucks, that's BUCS 912.com, you can find all the information that you need about these people. All right. The only thing that I can safely say is that I trust these individuals to come into Savannah and to help more kids as a result of what it is that they're doing. The general manager is Brian Hagenmiller, and the managing partner is a gentleman named Prescott Mack. And at some time or another, DeMasi, it would be nice if you were to get them on your program so they can really give you a panoramic view of what it is they're trying to do.
Well, I'm going to take you up on that because you gave me all the connections. I'm going to try and get them on here for next Thursday. And like I said, it's not, I just don't key just on the prep athletes. I try to touch all the areas that are here, like the semi-pro football team, the Savannah Falcons with Eddie Cheese Morgan. So, the Savannah Ghost Pirates, the Bananas. So it's not just focusing on high schools when I do this show, but, of course, my love is like your love. It's about the kids. So, I do plug them a little more. So, and that's what I want to ask you. I know I jumped to the game on Saturday, okay, which you can get 2 all-star games, girls and boys. Then you can get the Coastal Georgia Bucks at night. Tell us about any of these athletes that stood out this year for you, high school-wise.
Oh, man. Now, that's not fair because the first and foremost is one of my kids, Josh Quarterman, who, he plays for Johnson High School. I was pleasantly surprised to see him last summer working with the team. And no, it was not last summer, it was summer before last because Tony was still there. But, hey, look, Josh Quarterman is a top flight athlete. You also got Kamari Jones, who played the toughest point guard position I can. He might not have got the points. He might not have got the star points up. He was just a dog. And look, any team I have, I love having dogs on it.
You got to have the dogs. You got to have the kids that are blue collar workers.
Then you got my kid Makai joining out at Savannah High. I'm close to the players at Savannah High too, so it's difficult for me when I walk into a gym to pick any sides because all my kids play for all these schools all over the place. So I'm cheering for everybody. So, it's not fair because everybody's good to me in some capacity.
No, I know you follow these kids very closely, and I can see it. You don't root just for one team. We know the orange and blue are near and dear to you, and we know that it means a lot because you've seen these kids from little ages to. You coach Josh Gordan, his brother, his family, they all have some kind of connection. So, it's something special for you to do that. So, once again, starts 2:30 Saturday, right, at Savannah State?
Yes, sir.
And then the
girls State. The girls first, then the boys, then the little intermission. Then you're going to have the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers playing that evening. Then Sunday is the 3-point and the dunk contest conducted by Savannah Chatham County Public School System, conducted in conjunction with, I should say. And Savannah Chatham County Public Schools, I'm going to give a shout out to because they've been instrumental in assisting me in being able to do these events going forward for the kids. So Look, I give my shots out to the superintendent and all of her staff for Savannah Chatham County Public School System.
And talking about promoting people, jumping in here is Coach Reese, Battleground Youth All-Star Football Games. He's
that's my man.
Yeah, he does a good job with that Youth All-Star game. Coach Reese does a great job. I've had him on a number of times, but I will get the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers on for you next week. I appreciate it. I'll see you Saturday. I got to come by and check it out, but you're doing a great job. Keep it up. And, hey, it's a reward. Even though you're not on the sideline trying to set screens for people, you're doing a good job there, Coach.
Thank you very much, Carl. Hey, look, New York forever.
You got it. Me, you, and Chucky, baby. Me, you, and Chucky.
Okay, my man.
Talk to you later. Have a good one, Utaff.
All right. Hey, goodbye, Savannah. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all Saturday. Thanks, Carl.
Hey, anytime. Let me know when you got something.
All right. Bet.
Go Knickerbockers.
Go Knicks.
I mean, he's been Savannah for a long time. He loves the kids here in Savannah. Is it all about the basketball? No. It's all about promoting the kids like he's done his whole life, teaching these kids, helping them get along the way academically and athletically. And like you said, you know what? Georgia High School. Is it fair that a kid can't go to another school where he's not getting the academics in the other and he can excel at the other school athletically? He's got a good point there. And name, image, likeness is going to be hitting the high school scene pretty soon, so we'll see what happens that. And Coach Reese is still checking in. Love you guys. Appreciate the shout-out, and I learned a lot tonight. Hey, Savannah there, Coach. You know that. We'll stick behind each other. Well, it's been a great show. Got to thank the 3 young men from Memorial Day School coming on. They signed commitment letters. Tyler Kindle, Joseph Barnes will be going to North Carolina Wesleyan, and Craig Harris will be going to St. Andrews College in North Carolina. Then, of course, I got to thank the coach, one of the OGs of coaching here in Savannah, Georgia, Utaff Gordan, come telling us. Remember, Saturday at 2:30, we'll have the girls' all-star game. At 4:30, we'll have the boys' all-star game. And at 7:30, we'll have the Coastal Georgia Buccaneers professional basketball team playing at Savannah State. And from right here, they're pretty good, so check them out. Well, got to an hour and 2 minutes. I know my producer is very happy. I don't want to cut him short. I know he still wants the 2-hour show, but the old guy needs some breaks here. But got to thank, of course, Lawrence Bennett for helping me out do the show and being part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network, because that's what it's all about, promoting sports here in Savannah and, of course, supporting our youth and our high school and our kids that go on to college. And even someday we'll have a race car driver again. I think Michael Carter, we haven't heard from him in a while, have we? Anything on Michael Carter? Nothing on Michael Carter lately, from Benedictine in the Miata series, and had that big Coach's Corner on the hood emblem. So now we got Will Hare that we got to follow closely. So once again, like I say every week, say a prayer. What's going on for this crazy world? Whatever you're doing today, tomorrow, always in the park. And until I talk to you next week, may it be your best week ever. God bless. Talk to you later. And remember, it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Don't miss out. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further